Yeah, now let us discuss problems on uh, Bose model. Okay, so now let us see problem number 1.10. Okay, in text question, problem number 1.10. So what is given there? Question: what are the frequency and wavelength of a photon emitted during a transition from n equal to 5 state to the n equal to 2 states in the hydrogen atom? Okay, now first let us understand the question clearly. Okay, so here we have the hydrogen atom. So now transition went. Okay, transition means electron is jumped from where n equal to 5 to n equal to 2. Okay, so initial is what started from the ni means 5, fifth orbit to jump to second orbit. Okay, now if you recollect the again our hydrogen spectrum, line spectrum, what if electrons somewhere in the upper orbit, we don't know, but here upper orbit initial what they mention as a fifth orbit. If we jump to n equal to 2 means which series going to obtain? Balmer series. Okay, so we have to see the final one. So final one, if it is 2, it indicate what? Balmer series. So here from the question I will confirm. Okay, electron from the fifth orbit, it stop at the n equal to second means Balmer series. Okay, when you see the Balmer series, what is the spectral region we have? We have the what? Here if you go for the table, Balmer series. Okay, here we have the what? 2 is the final state. Here what is the region here? Visible spectral region. So now come to the solution. What is given? Since Ni means initial orbit equal to 5 and final orbit is 2, this transition gives rise to a spectral line in the what? Visible region of Balmer series. Okay, so why? Because means if from somewhere electron in the orbit, if it stop at the second orbit, it indicate what? Balmer series. Balmer series you can see in the visible region. Okay, now what is the question they ask? Okay, what is the frequency and wavelength? Okay, now what is the question? Frequency is what? Wavelength is what? Okay, now generally you know the equation frequency wavelength means we have the equation what here? Mu is equal C by lambda. But what happened here? They ask frequency lambda, but you know the C value is constant. But what happened? If 3 variables are there, 2 should be known, 1 is unknown means you can find out. But no problem is what? Mu also we don't know, lambda also we don't know. Now what happened? They are asking the question to calculate the mu and lambda. Once you know the mu means you can calculate the lambda, or if you know the lambda you can calculate the mu. Okay, how can you get a solution means here? So already we discussed, if electronic transitions are going there means once here you can observe here, once they given the electronic transitions, okay, from that you can calculate the energy. Okay, by using the equation delta E equal to 2.18 into 10 to the power of minus 18 into 1 by initial square minus 1 by final square into joules. Okay, so here what's the initial here? Initial value is what? 5, because electron from the upper orbit is going to come to what? Here final, it is going to stop here second. So final orbit number equal to 2. Now if you substitute the values in the above equation, so delta E equal to 2.18 into 10 to the power of minus 18 into 1 by 5 square minus 1 by 2 square into joules. Okay. Now if you go for the simplification, what happened here? We have the 25 minus 4 means you go for the LCM. What happened? This value is negative, isn't it? Because here minus value will be more. So definitely what happened? This parenthesis total term become negative. So negative with the positive means, so you are getting the what? Value is negative. Okay. So without doing any problem also you can tell delta E value should come negative. Why? Because means already we discussed, if electron jump from the upper orbit to lower orbit, what happened? Emission of energy going to takes place, isn't it? So an electron from the fifth orbit, it jump to second orbit, mean emission of energy taking place. So you are getting the values negative. So delta is negative means what? It is an emission of energy. Okay. Now why we calculate delta E here? Here we have to calculate mu and lambda. to calculate mu and lambda, here we have the one equation delta equal to h mu, isn't it? So if you use this equation, what happened? H is constant, okay? Mu we already know, there is our question now. So delta, if I know the delta E, I can calculate the mu. Once you know the mu, you can calculate the lambda. So here, so delta E we calculated by using this expression, okay? Now already delta E value we have the delta E already we got the value. Now come to calculate the mu. Mu is equal to what? Delta E by H. So here delta E value what? This symbol indicate what? Negative means emission energy only. So you no need to consider this symbol. So the value is what? Only 4.158 into power of minus 19 joules. Okay. Now come to Planck constant. Here now again the question, H value. Shall we go for shall we take MKS as CGS? Means we have to take the MKS. Why? Because means energy in the joules means the Planck constant should be in the joules. So joules into second. So if you go for the cancellation of units, joule will be get cancelled. So mu equal to 6.91 to the power of 14. So if you go for the numerator, the second become what happens? Second inverse R. Here in the units of frequency, you can already have the second inverse equal to H. So instead of second inverse, we can write the H. So mu value 6.91 to the power of 14 H's are second inverse. So our first question is frequency we got. Now lambda. So lambda, once you know the mu means, you can calculate the lambda. Simply we have the equation what? Mu is equal c by lambda. C is the what? Velocity of light. Again here what happened? If you go for the c value, in which units we can take. So here what happened? The textbook already we have the units in the nanometers, means I will go for the meters. In the what exams, if they won't mention, you can take the centimeters also. Okay. So finally you have to end with the lambda units with the centimeters. So if they specify, you can do, or according to your convenience, you can take any units. Okay. So now, so if you want to calculate, just go for the rearrangement of lambda. What is this equation? Lambda is equal c by mu. C units I took in the meter. This is 3 into the power of 8 meter per second. Divided with the what? Already here we got the frequency. How much? 6.91 into the power of 14. Their H's is there. But if I take the H's here instead of second, what happened? There won't be any cancellation of units. You know very well lambda units what? We have the meters, centimeters only, isn't it? Or nanometers, angstroms. So what happened here? So instead of H's, I took the second inverse. So now second inverse will get cancelled. Now, so answer in what we have? Nanometers there. Okay. So what happened here? We got the lambda is equal 3 into 10 to the power of 8 into 10 to the power of, if it is denominator, if it's go upside, what happened? It will become 10 to the power of minus 14, isn't it? Already we have the meter. Okay. Now, so what happened? If you go further, 10 to the power of minus 14, here shall I write 10 to the power of minus 14 as 10 to the power of minus 5 into 10 to the power of minus 9? Why? Because means if bases are same, exponential you can add, isn't it? So here already we know from the previous knowledge, 1 nano means what? 10 to the power of minus 9 value. Okay. So now what I will do? This instead of 10 to the power of minus 9, simple I will write as n. Means it indicate what? Nano 10 to the power of minus 9. So what now left now? 10 to the power of minus 5 as it is 10 to the power of 8. Now units are meter as such. So if you go for the simplification, we got the what? Lambda is equal 434 nanometers. Is it clear? From the meter we convert into nanometer. By what? If you go further, what bases are same, exponential you can add. Okay. So if write in the power of minus 14 also, 14 means you can write here 10 to the power of minus 5 into 10 to the power of minus 9. Okay. There is no change in the value. So this 10 to the power of 9, simply I wrote the what? N, mean indicate nanometer. Okay. This is our problem number 1.10. Next. So next, what is the question here? In text question, what is given? Problem number 1.11. Okay. Now what is again given here? Calculate the energy associated with the first orbit of He plus. Okay. What is the radius of this orbit? We have the two questions. Okay. What is given there here? Helium He plus atom given. They want, this is the first orbit, and what is the radius of this orbit? Okay. And what is the energy of this R-bit, they ask the 2 questions. Okay. Now, so here you can remember, for the energy of particular R-bit, you can calculate from the Bose model. We have the expression is what? E nth R-bit, energy of nth R-bit equal to what we have, minus 2.18 into 10 power of minus 18 into Z square by N square joule per atom, isn't it? Okay. So here what happened, this is the energy calculation per particular R-bit. Yeah, be careful, here we have the 2 equations for the energy, isn't it? Okay. This expression is for what? This expression for the calculation of energy of particular R-bit. Okay. Now come to our previous problem. What we have the formula? Here difference in energy. Okay. If electronic transitions are given, means electron is moving from upper orbit to lower orbit, means you have to use the energy difference calculation. You have to use this formula. No, I want to calculate energy of only particular orbit, means you have to use the this formula. Okay. Now you can understand why he given the 2 problems. If you want to calculate the energy difference when electronic transitions taking place, means you have to use that formula. But if you want to calculate energy of particular R-bit, means what happened? You have to use this expression. Okay. Now, so now what they are asking? They are asking about the what? First R-bit, means n value I am taking the 1. Now come to here Z. So what is the given here there? He plus atom. I remember already we discussed what is the word. Bohr's model is applicable to what? Only one atom containing, one electron containing atoms only. So He plus means what? It's having the only one electron. So now what happens? Z equal to 2. And students remember that atomic number is depends on the number of protons, not the electrons, isn't it? Okay. So few of the students will get, ma'am, we lost one electrons, means only one electron left in a. So it comes under hydrogen. Okay. Why? Okay. But what happened? We are giving the atomic number definitions. What? It is a number of protons. Means in the nucleus we have the 2 protons. Okay. In the nucleus what we have? Here protons and neutron is there. Isn't it? Okay. Electron is revolving around the orbit. Now here we have the 2 electrons in case of helium atom. But He plus means what? 1 electron is lost, but 2 protons will be here only. Okay. So Z value depends on the number of protons, not the number of electrons. So Z value, even though it's losing the 1 electron, you have to take the 2. Why? Because means that is a helium atomic number. Okay. Now go for the substitution here. We are going to calculate the energy of first orbit, means E1 equal to, here we already have minus 2.18 into power of minus 18 into Z is how much? 2, means 2 square divided with the first orbit 1 square joule per atom. If you go for simplification, we have the value energy of first orbit how much? Minus 8.72 into the power of minus 18 joule per atom. Okay. First question is over. Energy how much? Now come to radius. Again for the radius we have the expression is what? Radius, they answer in the textbook given nanometer, so directly took the expression in the nanometer. If they ask the answer, means you have to select that expression, or you can go for the units conversion. Okay, depends on the paper setter which units they want, according to that you have to give the answer. Okay, so I am following the now just what values of our textbook, so I have to find out the nanometer. So I select the expression for the nanometer. Now again here they are asking about the first orbit, and helium means Z equal to 2. Now if you substitute here, R1 is equal to how much? 0.0529 into 1 square by 2 square nanometer. So this is the radius. So for our question what? Energy of helium. This is a He plus atom. Okay. He plus atom. Energy is how much? Minus 8.7 to the power of minus 18 joule per atom. And radius how much? Here 0.02645 nanometers. Okay. This is the question they asked. We solved it. Okay. Next to come to go for the textbook questions. Okay. So as we are doing all the practice from starting onwards, so I am not I won't go for the total solution, just I will give the hint. Okay. Now in the Telugu academic textbook, okay, As already we discussed, we are following the Telugu Academy textbook. Now go for the page number 41. Okay, this is page number 41. Now if you go for the question number 35. Okay, now what is the given? What is the wavelength of light emitted when the electron in the hydrogen atom undergoes transition from energy level with n equal to 5 to an energy level with n equal to 3. Okay, now see again, two atomic, here if you see two n values given means there is an electronic transition taking place. And simply he is also mentioning they undergo transition means what? Electron is going to jump from n equal to 5 to n equal to 3. They are asking the what? Lambda. Okay, in the already in the last just now we discussed. So what is the first understand the question. So question number 35, electron from the fifth orbit is going to what? N equal to second orbit, n equal to what? Third orbit. Okay, not third. So let me know if a electron somewhere in the upper orbit, if you stop at the third means which series is going to obtain. Okay, we have the Lyman, Balmer. This is what? Paschen series. Okay, now this is not asking about the what series, is asking about the what? Lambda. Okay, once electron is taking place means here we have the expression mu naught equal to 1 by lambda 109677 into 1 by initial square minus 1 by final square into centimeter inverse. Okay, so now what is the initial here? Ni means 5. Where is going to stop? Here final is what? N equal to 3. Just substitute here value. So if you go for the simplification here, you are getting the 1 by lambda. They are asking about the what? Not the wave number. They are asking the lambda. What is our question? They are asking the wavelength. So 1 by lambda you are getting some x in the centimeter inverse. You can take for the centimeter or meters. Okay. So I took the formula in centimeter inverse. So we are getting the 1 by lambda is equal to x centimeter. But they are asking the what? Lambda, not the 1 by lambda. So if you want lambda means what happens? If you go for the inverse, lambda equal to what? 1 by x. So if you go for the solution, so you'll get the lambda in case of this question. Okay. Next question we have the from related topic is what? Question number 42. Okay. Yeah, in question number 42, what is given? Okay, the Lyman series occurs between 91.2 nanometers and 121.6 nanometer. Okay, here we have the what? Some values are given and what is that they didn't mention. Okay, next the Balmer series occurs between the 364.7 nanometers and 656 nanometer, and the Paschen series occur between the 820.6 nanometers and 876 nanometers. Okay, now what's the question? Identify the spectral region to which this wavelength corresponding. Okay, now without doing any problem, if you know the previous knowledge, Lyman means we have the word visible, next Lyman, Balmer, Paschen. So visible, UV, IR. But you should not go further like that. You have to calculate the lambda, and that lambda belongs to particular spectral region you have to tell. Now go for the solution. Okay, what's given here? The Lyman series, they have this value. Now find out. Okay, so if you want to calculate the lambda means here what happened? They given the what is the given there? So this okay, they given this one what? Radius are given. Okay, radius first value this one. So what happened? From the radius here we have the expression 0.029 into n square by z. Okay, z means what? Hydrogen atom means z equal to 1. So what will happen here? Yeah, r value already given. So r you know, z you know. Can you calculate n square? But here what happened? We need the n, not the n square. So n equal to some. If you go for simplification, you get the root something. So what happened here? From that you can tell. From already he mentioned what 91 point here for 91.2 and here. Okay, transfer taking place. So in that you have to find out which is initial and final. Simply you know very well. So Lyman means you have to get the what? N equal to for the final 2. Okay, just go for that one. So you're getting 1 by lambda x means lambda you're getting what? 1 by x. So lambda you're getting something value that indicate what? In the spectral region is UV. Balmer series means same again. We have the radius. From the radius you have to calculate the n. You will get the n square, but we need the n. So you are getting the n values. So from that you can calculate the lambda. For Paschen also you have to do like that. Okay, yeah, these are the in text question along with the backside textbook questions. Okay, just work out that, and you have to submit when you come to the half line. Okay, thank you, students.